So when I decided to do this video announcement, I wondered whether I should do it in a studio or do it in front of a fireplace or whatever. I uh, I started thinking, right here in my car is where I've done every conference call. It's where I do my three-way calls. It's where I meet you guys every Friday morning on my 9 o'clock Overcome Nation call. And it's where I get a chance to speak into your lives and talk about destiny and purpose. And so this is where I feel the most comfortable. And so I decided I'm just going to go ahead and make my announcement right here, if that's okay with you guys. But um, there's a couple of things that have been on my heart to say before I make my announcement, because many of you guys have reached out and asked, what company have I decided to align myself with, and I want to share that with you. But first, I want to start off with a thank you. I want to start off by saying thank you so much for all of you guys that have followed me through the years, and trusted me with your dreams, and trusted that I would help provide a safe place for you. And that to me is a great, great honor. I knew as a little boy that I loved to help somebody to feel better about themselves um, when I got a chance to talk with them, and it's become my life's work. And in the last 8 years in network marketing, it's been the most rewarding chapter of my life. And I believe with all my heart that the reason why I've had such massive success in this industry as a six-figure a year earner, a seven-figure a year earner, is because I do everything I can to protect my downline and to protect my people, right? I would rather fight for my downline than fight with my downline. Does that make sense? And I see so many leaders that would rather just stay close and stay tight, with the popular opinions, and fight with their downlines instead of siding with them. And I refuse to do that. So I believe it's because of that is why I've had such great success here. And I want to say thank you guys for trusting me with that. And so I've decided to align myself with a company called Jeunesse Global, and I'm sure you guys have heard of it by now. There's an amazing video that's gone viral of this lady named Becky who puts this product called Instantly Ageless on her face, and you literally see 10 years of wrinkles come off of her face within a minute and a half. It's amazing. You almost can't even believe it. And that product comes from a company called Jeunesse. And all of you that know me, you know that I look at things from a business perspective. I believe that numbers don't lie. And so qualifying a business, it has to be there from a business perspective. And I wanted to share that with you. Jeunesse started in 2009. It moved into 118 countries around the world. It's currently doing $70 million a month. I saw a 30% retention, which is phenomenal. That's record breaking. I don't think I've ever seen that before in my career. And it's in the anti-aging category, which is a $292 billion a year category. It's the number one category in a $1 trillion a year wellness boom. And I learned a long time ago from Robert Kiyosaki that the trend is your friend, right? Be in front of a trend and it'll push you into success in a much faster way. And so I choose to be in the number one category. I love the fact that they're in 118 countries and hardly anybody in the United States has even heard about it. I just love that, right? And I love that hardly anybody in Canada has even heard about it. Yet they're doing these amazing numbers. And a very valid, credible point is that the Direct Selling Association has labeled them the fastest growing network marketing company in the world for 2014. And there's more momentum now going on in Jeunesse than there was even back then. And so It's very, very rare that you can share statistics like that about a company from a business perspective, and yet the country that you're living in uh, hasn't even hardly heard about that yet, right? And and to me, as you know, if you're the very first person to share it in your family, in your community, in your city, in your state, even in your country, imagine what kind of downline you can establish, right? Taking that product to the marketplace. I love that they are in that it's based on human adult stem cell research. I love that because that separates us from the herd. It separates us and makes us unique. I love that it's highly consumable. It's a highly consumable product, right? You got to get to the bottom of a bottle or the bottom of a box, and what happens? You need more after that. So, highly consumable products are exciting to me. And a company that has momentum like that is staggering. I thought I had only seen that once in my career, and here I go seeing it a second time in my career, which I've been told never happens. And so I couldn't be more excited than to be working with all of you guys. And I couldn't be more excited to be locking arms with a good friend of mine named Kelly Bangert. He was another 7-figure a year earner in the first company that I was with. And we always wanted to work together. Even back then, I would do meetings for him. He'd come out and do meetings for me. We never made a dime off of each other. And here at Jeunesse, I've decided to lock arms with him. And it's a funny story because I had planned on sitting out for a year, and and I went to lunch with Kelly, and I hadn't seen him in about 4 years, and I couldn't get over how young he looked. He looked 10 years younger than the last time I saw him, and I didn't want to bring up Jeunesse because I knew he was doing it. I knew he was doing very, very well, but I didn't want to hear the Jeunesse pitch. But then I thought, hey, if I can look better and look younger and maintain a healthy lifestyle for as long as I can, I'm all about it. And so I asked him about it, and sure enough, he shared his pitch with me. And I had already known and already heard earlier in the year how well Jeunesse was doing, and so it was really, really exciting to me to hear that how well the company was doing, and that I could lock arms with Kelly and we could work together and push each other to the top. And most of you guys have known, through my career, it's been one of responsibility for me. And sometimes when you leave a company, it can be very, very difficult, and I see that from both ways. But I leave a company being the number one highest income earner in the company from the day I started to the day I left. And I feel like I went as far as I could with that company, and went as far as I could to protect my downline. And I reached a point where it was clearly time to leave, and I couldn't be more excited about the journey of Jeunesse and being able to work with so many people like Kelly, so many strong leaders in the industry and executives that know this industry, and to be with a first-class company that's already global. And also, it's a place for myself to learn, and I can take everything that I learn and sew that into my downline. So I just wanted to take a few minutes and tell you guys that I love you, and thank you for the trust through the years, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you guys. Take care.